Last time on Batman 160, Hush held Damien hostage. Yeah, it was a thing. So if you've been sleeping under a rock here, you actually haven't missed anything important. Thomas Elliott's back, aka Hush, one of Batman's greatest rogues. Granted, he hasn't really done anything significant since what was it, Heart of Hush? Um, you no. Streets of Hush. Paul Dini did a run with Hush, and all of a sudden I can't remember it. Uh, Pretty much not since before New 52 has Hush done anything significant. So when Hush 2 was announced, as we said in the earlier issues, this was supposed to be exciting. Like, okay, but here the story makes no sense. This story really doesn't. It's lacking Hush's subtlety, his brilliance. And maybe this is because this is all done knowing full well that, hey, Hush is here. But apparently, the plan now is to turn the Bat family against Bruce, which, sure, would probably make some degree of sense had this not already been done in Gotham War. Granted, that story was also not that great. And we're going to find out later why this is all kind of pointless, really, at the end of the day. And also, really frustrating news, but also good news at the same time. It's weird. So anyway, now we're in 161. And, yeah, Hush to Electric Boogaloo goes in. So currently, Thomas Elliot is leaving. Like he's managed to escape after Damien has freed himself. He looks bald in this picture here, and that to me is hilarious. But he's not. It's the bandages. Why he still wears the bandages is anyone's guess, outside of the fact that he looks like Bruce Wayne, and for some reason he can't rock that anymore. We know why he can't rock that anymore. Cause Bruce will know. Bruce will know. The Bat Family will know. The Justice League will know. It's a whole thing. So anyway, after failing to get him, Bru- Batman knocks out Bane because big surprise, he still hasn't forgiven him for killing Alfred. So yeah, I don't know what we thought was gonna happen here. Meanwhile, back at the Gotham Lighthouse, Dick and Jason are still talking about how messed up it is that Bruce pointed a gun at Jason and shot him. And Joker's like, "So, I've been here this whole time, and yeah, I get it that Thomas Elliot used me as part of this whole thing, that Hush used me. But you guys have plenty of time to kill me, and you didn't, so I'm guessing that means you want me to kill you. Fine, let's go. And yeah, it is. Wait a minute, go back. Is that what is on his teeth? Oh god, I hate this already. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Bruce, meanwhile, investigates the room, sees Hush's table, his lab, his grand master plan. Everything here is done in a series of light and dark to simulate an actual chessboard. But what's weird here is that if this is accurate, why is Alfred here? Alfred's dead. Like, he's been dead for over, what, 3 years now? Jesus, why is he still dead? And there's a one of Damien. He's like a little crumpled up. But then we see Jim Gordon. No, and unlike all the other ones, his mantle fell over. So that means something's happened to him. I'm guessing, but if Alfred's is up, so I guess for the logic here, Alfred isn't dead? I don't like what is going on here. Or maybe whatever plan is going on here didn't really concern whether or not Alfred was alive or dead. I don't know. I don't know. Meanwhile, at the hospital, because Gordon's been shot, Barbara's like, Dad, it's not me. It's not Batman. It's me. He's like, oh no, it's all right. I'm all right. She's like, no. He doesn't get to shoot you. He doesn't get to almost kill you. I'm like, okay, all right. So yeah, Thomas Elliot Hush, he shot Gordon, and Gordon is fine. But I think if Barbara was thinking clearly, she realized this was the whole point. This was Hush's plan to get her upset. Because whenever something happens to her dad, all bets are off. Luckily, Bruce is listening in, trying to make sure everything's going all right. And yeah, it's yeah, and the question is like, hey, why didn't Bob is like, we didn't kill the Joker. Like that makes him better than the Joker. It's sort of the back and forth, and of course, Batman remembers numerous times when he and Jim have come close to killing the Joker, and each of them have pulled the other back from doing it. Whether it be for For Jim, it was definitely the Killing Joke events, which is somehow still canon, where despite shooting Barbara Gordon in the spine and tormenting him, his naked body in his funhouse, Gordon says, "No, you can't kill him. You have to bring him in by the book." All right. When Joker kills Jim's wife, he still refuses to kill him, and that one, Batman's like, "Look, whatever you want to do, I won't stop you." He doesn't kill him. All right. And then in Hush, when he's all set to kill Joker, it's Gordon that says, "No, we can't do that." So I don't. So yeah, this is a whole thing. This is a whole thing. So now what happens? Well, we see Hush. Hush creates an explosion. Bruce gets out. But guess what? That was part of the plan, because we're just starting drama. We're just starting drama. This is Hush's entire plan. Next thing you know, as he's trying to get out, Babs comes in, and they're fighting, and they're fighting. And like, "You shouldn't have come here." And it's like, "Yeah, no, we can't." This is where we sort of lose the plot. The idea is that Babs is so angry that, this is all happening because he didn't kill the Joker, I guess. But if Hush shot Gordon, what does Joker have to do with this? All right, and Bruce has his whole moment where he talks about Babs and how he always thought she was the best of them, and it's sort of unnecessary wanking of Barbara Gordon. But what are you gonna do? It's like you're letting your emotions get the best of you, Barbara. Like, that's rich coming from you. All right. All right. It's like, no, you should let your emotions dictate your actions sometime. All of us can seal off our emotions and let people we care about die. And then the fight escalates. And then what happens? All of them show up like, "Stop. Oh, we'll make you stop." I'm like, wait, what does any of this mean? Why is Huntress here? Why is Selena here? Why is Riddler here with his stupid hoodie? And Nightwing's acting like he's doing something. Where's Jason? And this is how the comic ends. So, you can imagine that at some point we'll find out what's going on. That is a lie. That is nothing but of a lie. Because after this issue here, Batman relaunches with issue number 1, written by Matt Fraction. Now that sounds fun, but imagine seeing this stupid story, wondering how they're gonna solve it, and just for it to be, "Oh, we won't be back until like January." So yeah. Hush, everybody. Why wasn't this Black Label? Like, I really think Jeff Loeb felt he may have been like hindered by continuity, just didn't care about continuity. I think ideally he'd have been better suited in Black Label. We can just say, "You know what, this takes place here. This takes place here. This is where all the pieces are." Yeah. Do I need Damien? I don't need Damien. I can use Tim. There we go. All right. Hey, New 52 revealed that Joker had been in the Batcave. All right. Well, you know what? This takes place before New 52, so he was never in the Batcave. So, bleh. It's a whole thing. But no, I get it. There was probably some, decisions being made, like, hey, when Fraction would take over the Batman run and how they were going to do it. So, yeah, they couldn't say, like, "Oh, he'll start now." No, no, book has to be written, book has to be drawn. They also have to agree on, like, probably page rate and whatnot, a whole thing. A whole thing. Also seeing, like, how long is he going to be? So they do this. But again, why was this Black Label? Not like Black Label couldn't use the help. This story does not make sense because, well, what is anyone doing? So Bruce is freaking out about Hush. Possibly fair. Possibly fair. Both times Hush has gotten involved, he has really pushed Bruce to his limit mentally. All right. He's effectively a more psychological Riddler. He's like the love child of Riddler and Hugo Strange, with the added bonus of he's known Bruce since they were kids. So there's something there to be sure. But was Hush really supposed to be elevated this high? At the end of the day, we don't quite know. What was it? Hush Money? I think it was Hush Money. I'm just, was it Streets of Gotham? I'm doing because I read it like 2 months ago because I heard everyone like, "This is the best Hush story ever." I'm like, it's a good story. But I'm not that big on Hush, honestly, at the end of the day. But whatever. The only way, so this story is so weird because, all right, so Hush takes Joker, tortures him, brings him to near death. Bruce, knowing that he can't leave the Joker to die, takes Joker to Leslie Tompkins' clinic to get him out of the worst of it. And Leslie's like, "He's not staying here. I don't care where he goes. He can't stay here. Take him to Arkham." "No, you could take him to Arkham." "I can't take him to Arkham. Everyone hates him at Arkham." "Not my problem. You could take him to Blackgate." "They're not going to take him to Blackgate. Everyone hates him at Blackgate." Okay, a regular hospital. Yeah, you're right. Can't go to a regular hospital. So where is he? So I want to point out, Bruce. All I've said is he's not staying here. So where's we gonna go? Take him there. So Bruce takes him to the Batcave. Jason finds out. Jason reveals that he's working with Hush. All right, because I guess something involving the Joker. All right, he's upset that Batman has saving the Joker. Batman, not sure if it is Hush or Jason, decides to go Hail Mary and shoot Jason under the impression that the helmet, if it is Jason, the helmet will make it so he doesn't die or like actually get hurt. I'm like, okay, that to me is not a deal breaker here. It's showing that Bruce is stressed. He's that afraid of Hush, which I still don't get to be this stressed out. Joker's still in a coma. Jason's mad about him being in a coma and not being dead. So Jason kidnaps the Joker, doesn't kill the Joker. Apparently, Hush like, no, you can't kill him now. You have to kill him later when it's more significant. It's about hurting Bruce. Remember, making a point, not killing the guy that killed you. And then it turns out when looking for Hush, all right, this is where there's this like metahuman henchman who does screaming things, and Damien comes in with Bane because I don't know why, and then Nightwing is who's met by Riddler about like, hey, Hush is back, and Joke and Riddler knows everybody's identity because he didn't Hush, and presumably this Riddler is like from the pre-Flashpoint universe or pre-Flashpoint continuity, but with his rebirth designs. Uh, okay, sure, and everyone's like, we gotta get ready for Hush, we gotta get ready for Hush, and Babs like, he's gonna go after Dad, and is now mad at Bruce for just I don't know. I don't know. And the Bat Family's like, stop, or we'll make you stop. Like, stop me from doing what? Stop Barbara from trying to hurt me? I don't get, like, who? Or we just tell them to stop fighting as a whole. I don't know. This feels like Hush's plan is to unite the Bat Family against Bruce. And the problem is, this seems really too easy to do. At least in Gotham War, and I can't believe I have to say at least in Gotham War, there's an understanding that Bruce is acting out of character because of Batman's R&R. We, the audience, know that. The Bat Family was still horribly out of character for that whole thing. The only way this entire story could work would be if it goes in the line of, say, Batman Mythology by Peter Tomasi. Now, in that story there, Batman goes over a whole story where he's pushed to his limit, and it turns out to be effectively a simulation designed to kill him. Every year he goes into it on his birthday. Like, this is what Bruce does on his birthday. He finds ways to be a better Batman. And I respect it. It was a good story. Um, and that one, the stakes are raised so high that it actually does work. Leslie Tompkins is killed, Alfred is killed, and Bruce goes on this sort of huge, scorched earth plan to try to figure out who did it. And it works. It works. Also, again, it was a simulation. It was a well-written simulation, so we're all sort of good with that one. Here, though, nothing here is interesting enough to make me feel that's the story, unless it's not Bruce's simulation. It's whose? Riddler's? Joker's? Hush's? Well, that'd be interesting. Um, or it's like if this ends with like, Batman and the family going over a possible Hush scenario. And it's like, all right, so then this is what we do. We don't do this. And we go from there. I don't know. I don't know. It is weird how this has not been the past couple good years for Batman, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, DC Rebirth started off decent under Tom King, and then it just sort of spiraled out of control. Tinian went for so much scale and so much, shock value that I really don't think a lot of it's going to last. Um, Zdarsky, who, after a great run on Daredevil, somehow dropped the ball for this. Maybe he wasn't ready. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe fundamentally, Batman has been the same since Tom King. And I'm saying is that like there were so many status quo changes, really just one big one. Um, well, a couple big ones that the book has never really recovered. And with things like Future State, the book just doesn't quite feel hasn't felt the same for a while. I don't know, but anyway, that is enough of my whinging. What did you guys think of Hush 2 Electric Boogaloo? Um, yeah, this is the thing. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you all later. This is the Book of Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching. As always, may your fandom serve you well.